The following video is a demonstration of the CW.pbx web interface by Clearwave Solutions. This web interface is the back-end control panel to your phone system and is a great tool in taking full advantage of all the features CW.pbx has to offer. Without further ado, the CW.pbx web interface. This is Jeff Keeme of Clearwave Solutions. Today I'm going to be showcasing the CW.pbx Business Class Voice over Internet Telephony platform. The CW.pbx platform is a wonderfully customizable phone system that has unlimited possibilities and can be tailored to fit just about any business application. Surprisingly enough, today I will be doing very little interaction with telephones connected to the system and more actual interaction with the web-based backend. This will really show the power CW.pbx has to offer. Let's start with the first button, and I'll do a quick overview of each of the features on the web-based interface. The first button here is the voicemail and recordings button. I'm going to click on that. Immediately I'm greeted with the login interface for the voicemail system. I'm going to type in my extension number, and my password is my voicemail password. I'm immediately logged into my account, and this is the voicemail for my extension. And right now I don't have any voicemails in my queue, but I can also see the call monitor on my extension. This details all the calls that have happened to my extension, shows me who's called, when they called, how long the call lasted, where it came from. It shows me the phone features. I can actually enable call waiting, do not disturb, and other functions such as call forwarding, all from this web panel. The follow me function, which when enabled allows you to, if you aren't at your desk, you can program the system to call another phone number such as your cell phone. Essentially following you where you go. Shows the feature codes that are available to this extension, and of course the settings where you can change your voicemail password, change your email to voicemail setting, which allows your voicemail to be sent directly to your inbox, and the call monitoring settings where you can set to record incoming or outgoing calls. I'm going to log out of this interface and go back to the main menu. And now I'm going to show the switchboard panel. The switchboard panel is a live overview of all the phones and extensions in the CW.pbx server platform. Right now it shows two people on the phone, and green is on my extension. That means my phone is available and not in use. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick up my phone and actually dial my cell phone. And as soon as I dial that number, the switchboard platform is going to show that my extension is in use and dialing out. I'm going to go ahead and hang up that phone, and it becomes immediately available, clears out of the queue. The next thing I'm going to do is showcase how the queues work. I'm going to pick up my phone and actually dial into the sales queue, and immediately my phone becomes off the hook and goes red, and the sales queue now has one user waiting, and the front desk is ringing because I'm in a queue where the front desk needs to answer that phone. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang up the telephone. Right now we see two users in the conference room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a really cool way to handle conference calls. I clicked on the Web Meet Me control panel on the web interface, and I'm going to connect to the conference room 5000. Right now it shows two people in that conference room. Remember earlier on the web interface, the switchboard panel, that we saw two participants in there, and they were participating in that conference right now for this demonstration. We can see we have the ability to see all the people in the conference room live. We have the ability to mute them and kick them out of the conference if need be. I'm going to go back to the main menu, and now I'm going to show the CW.pbx Astrodex, or the poor man's Rolodex. What's really cool here is that you can actually add people into this phone book style system. And if you for instance, you could program someone's cell phone, give it a knit label like Allison's cell phone, put her cell phone in, and add that record. Now anytime she calls me through calls my telephone system with her cell phone, the caller ID is actually going to display as Allison's cell phone on all handsets. Another cool thing is you can actually click to dial. So I can actually click on Allison's cell phone, it will dial my extension. As soon as I pick up my phone, it will immediately dial her cell phone. So it's a cool interactive telephone phone book. I'm going to go back to the main menu and go to the wake-up calls. The wake-up calls are a great way to set reminders, whether they're personal reminders or the best application. The reason this application was written was for hotel-style wake-up calls, where a user can either log into a web interface or dial *62 on their telephone handset and set up a wake-up call all through an automated computer system. The next thing I'm going to go through is the CW.pbx remote support. I'm going to click on CW.pbx remote support, and if there's any reason that you had problems or you wanted someone to walk you through exactly exactly how to use a certain feature, or something's not working properly, or just about any reason from the actual CW.pbx telephone system to just general Windows-based problems, you can actually click on remote support, accept the terms, type in your name, hit OK, and now you're connected to a CW.pbx engineer or Clearwave representative, and they can remotely control your computer and help you out while seeing real time what you're seeing, and actually control the mouse it's essentially a remote session that the Clearwave engineer has over your computer to help you out with whatever you need, and you have complete control to terminate this application anytime. And since there's no software installed directly on your computer, it's a safe and easy and secure way for you to get remote support from a qualified engineer. The next thing I'm going to click on is the CW.pbx OpenFire IM module. I'm going to open this up in a new window, and I'm going to log into the administration console. Now, the OpenFire module that interacts directly with the CW.pbx system is essentially an instant messaging platform, just in the same light as MSN and AOL Instant Messenger. In fact, you're able to interconnect with AOL and Instant Messenger, as well as your own corporate private network. And there's an example of this right here, and I've got two people labeled here, both me. One's me on Instant Messenger. I'm added as an Instant Messenger client, and me and the private corporate network, and I call that the Spark client. And what's really cool about this is that with all the people in the private corporate side of the instant messaging platform, you can actually click to dial them. Click, you can start a chat just like any instant messaging, or you can actually call them. Another great feature with the OpenFire module is the ability to see who's on the phone. So if I, for instance, picked up my phone right now, my status would go from available to on the phone. That way you can see prior to messaging someone or calling them if they're available to chat. I'm going to log out now, and I'm going to go to the administration console, the back end. This is essentially something to show so the client can see what the engineer uses to configure their phone system. There's three things here. The most important is the CW.pbx administration console, and I'm going to click on that. From the back here, you can see everything that's going on in the system, from the IP phones that are online, the available trunks, the trunk registrations, how many calls are happening at any given time. Right now there's 2 active calls, taking up a total of 4 active channels. The CPU load, how much memory is available, the server status of certain applications, the uptime, and of course the ability to configure extensions, feature codes, inbound routes, and a plethora of other things. Some of the more important ones, the day and night control, in which you are given the ability to use a feature code to control your phone system and turn it into night mode during the day. Say if you have an unplanned meeting, you can actually turn it over to voicemail by hitting a special number at that time, and that would turn it into night mode. You can configure the follow me function, the digital receptionist, ring groups and queues, time conditions, music on hold, parking lot function, paging and intercom, and miscellaneous applications and destinations. Those are some of the main features. And what's great about the CW.pbx backend, also the administration console, is you get to see a live call a call report of everything that's going on in the system. You can compare calls. You can compare monthly traffic. You can see the daily load, how many calls happened today. So today, February 2nd, 37 calls came in with an average call time of 2 minutes 38 seconds, lasting 97 minutes. That pretty much does it for the showcase of the CW.pbx business class voice over internet telephony platform. If you have any questions, feel free to contact a Clearwave representative or visit us on the web at www.getclearwave.com.